The vast expanse of the Arabian Peninsula, a cradle of civilizations and a conduit for intellectual exchange, witnessed the flourishing of a rich astrological tradition that profoundly influenced the course of scientific thought. This legacy, deeply rooted in the observations of the stars and the belief in their influence on terrestrial events, was not merely a collection of superstitions but a sophisticated system of knowledge that integrated astronomy, mathematics, and philosophy. Among the luminaries who shaped this tradition, Abu Yusuf Yaqub ibn Ishaq al-Kindi, known in the West as Al-Kindus, stands as a towering figure. A polymath whose contributions to astrology and other fields left an indelible mark on the intellectual landscape of the medieval world. Al-Kindi, born in Kufa, Iraq, around 801 CE, lived during the Golden Age of Islamic civilization, a period characterized by remarkable advancements in science, philosophy, and the arts. His intellectual pursuits were diverse, encompassing mathematics, astronomy, medicine, music, and philosophy, but it was his work in astrology that particularly resonated with the spirit of his time. He was not merely a compiler of existing knowledge but a critical thinker who sought to refine and systematize the astrological doctrines he inherited from earlier traditions, including those of the Persians, Greeks, and Indians. The Arabian astrological legacy, in which Al-Kindi played a pivotal role, was characterized by a distinctive approach that emphasized the mathematical and observational aspects of celestial phenomena. Arab astronomers meticulously observed the movements of the stars and planets, developing sophisticated astronomical instruments and tables that allowed them to predict celestial events with increasing accuracy. This emphasis on empirical observation and mathematical precision distinguished Arabian astrology from earlier traditions, which often relied on mythological interpretations and symbolic associations. Al-Kindi's contributions to astrology were multifaceted, encompassing both theoretical and practical aspects. He wrote extensively on various branches of astrology, including natal astrology, horary astrology, and mundane astrology, which dealt with the influence of celestial events on nations and societies. His works reveal a deep understanding of the principles of astrology and a keen interest in applying them to practical problems. One of Al-Kindi's most significant contributions was his attempt to reconcile astrology with Aristotelian philosophy, which was gaining prominence in the Islamic world. He sought to demonstrate that astrological influences were not arbitrary or supernatural but were governed by natural laws that could be understood through reason and observation. This effort to rationalize astrology and integrate it into a coherent philosophical framework was a hallmark of Al-Kindi's intellectual approach. Al-Kindi's work on astrological influences extended to medicine, a field in which he also made significant contributions. He believed that the movements of the stars and planets could affect human health, and that astrological knowledge could be used to diagnose and treat diseases. He wrote treatises on the astrological influences on specific organs and diseases, demonstrating his belief in the interconnectedness of the cosmos and the human body. His writings on optics also showed his keen observation of the natural world. He understood that light traveled in straight lines, and that the eye was an organ that processed light. His understanding of optics was important to his astrological theories, which relied on the observation of celestial bodies. Al-Kindi's influence on the development of astrology extended beyond his own writings. He was a teacher and mentor to a generation of scholars who carried on his work, further refining and expanding the Arabian astrological tradition. His school of thought, which emphasized the mathematical and philosophical foundations of astrology, became a dominant force in the Islamic world and influenced the development of astrology in Europe during the Middle Ages. The legacy of Arabian astrology. as shaped by Al-Kindi and his contemporaries, was not without its critics. Some scholars questioned the validity of astrological predictions and argued that they were incompatible with Islamic theology. However, despite these criticisms, astrology continued to be a popular and influential field of study in the Islamic world for centuries. The decline of Arabian astrology began in the later Middle Ages, as the focus of intellectual inquiry shifted towards other fields, such as theology and jurisprudence. However, the legacy of Arabian astrology, with its emphasis on observation, mathematics, and philosophical inquiry, continued to influence the development of science and philosophy in both the East and the West. Al-Kindi's contributions to astrology were part of a broader intellectual movement that sought to integrate diverse strands of knowledge and create a comprehensive understanding of the cosmos. His work reflected the spirit of inquiry and innovation that characterized the Golden Age of Islamic civilization, a period that witnessed remarkable advancements in science, philosophy, and the arts. The impact of Al-Kindi's astrological work can also be seen in the development of related fields such as astronomy and mathematics. His emphasis on observation and mathematical precision contributed to the advancement of astronomical techniques and the development of new mathematical tools. His work on optics also had implications for the study of astronomy, as it provided a better understanding of how light from celestial objects reaches the Earth. Furthermore, Al-Kindi's efforts to reconcile astrology with Aristotelian philosophy contributed to the broader intellectual project of harmonizing different philosophical traditions. His work reflected the belief that reason and revelation were not mutually exclusive, but could be integrated to create a more complete understanding of the world. The legacy of Al-Kindi and the Arabian astrological tradition extends beyond the realm of science and philosophy. It also influenced the development of literature, art, and music. The symbolism and imagery of astrology found their way into poetry, painting, and musical compositions, enriching the cultural landscape of the medieval world. The study of Al-Kindi and the Arabian astrological legacy provides valuable insights into the intellectual history of the medieval world. It reveals the complex interplay between science, philosophy, and culture, and it highlights the enduring quest for knowledge and understanding that has driven human civilization throughout history. His emphasis on the importance of observation and empirical evidence, as well as his attempt to reconcile astrology with rational philosophy, set a precedent for later scientists and philosophers. His work demonstrates the power of interdisciplinary inquiry and the importance of integrating different fields of knowledge. The Arabian astrological legacy, as exemplified by Al-Kindi's contributions, serves as a reminder of the rich and diverse intellectual heritage of the Islamic world. It highlights the importance of studying and appreciating the contributions of scholars from different cultures and historical periods. The study of Al-Kindi and the Arabian astrological legacy is not merely an academic exercise. It is also a way to gain a deeper understanding of the human quest for knowledge and meaning. It reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is a universal endeavor that transcends cultural and temporal boundaries. Al-Kindi's work, though rooted in the specific historical and cultural context of the medieval Islamic world, continues to resonate with contemporary audiences. His emphasis on observation, reason, and the interconnectedness of the cosmos remains relevant in an age of rapid scientific and technological advancement. The legacy of Al-Kindi and the Arabian astrological tradition serves as a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. It reminds us that the stars, which have captivated human imagination for millennia, continue to inspire us to explore the vastness of the universe and to seek our place within it. In conclusion, Al-Kindi's contributions to astrology and other fields of knowledge were instrumental in shaping the Arabian intellectual legacy. His work, characterized by its emphasis on observation, mathematics, and philosophical inquiry, left an enduring mark on the history of science and philosophy. His efforts to reconcile astrology with rational thought and integrate it into a coherent philosophical framework paved the way for future generations of scholars. His legacy serves as a reminder of the rich and diverse intellectual heritage of the Islamic world and the enduring quest for knowledge that has driven human civilization throughout history.